Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Ittle Dew 2. So, we're in this room, and this room is driving me crazy. And all it really does is give you a key. So I'm just going to say, I looked up the solution. The solution is something along this line here, which is doable if you can get all of the things in the right place. Which is a slight if. So you have to do that, and that. Although all this seems like this will give us is a key, which there, we did it. So we've got a golden key. We already used a skeleton key though, and that really in no way helps. Helps open this door, as it were. Nor does it seem like there's a passageway up this way. So the only other place to go is this downstairs section, which I guess is how we get to the next level. We are kind of just wasting our time a lot in this, since this is just for cards. Okay. How do we use this? Because what I'm thinking we do is we put this here, and then we push that up there. And then we have to potentially time the slide at the same time. So we do that, and then that's way too slow. We don't have a fire sword, so we can't break anything. We can make cubes, which would let us do quite a few things, including sneaky little things like pushing things out of the way. This does seem like another kind of challenge point, though. Let's say we put one here, put one here, and hit it in a direction, and then let's see what this does. No, it just hits that and blocks it, so this doesn't reflect the explosion, so that can't be part of the solution. Is this really just a timing thing? And can we cheat this if it is just a timing thing? That didn't move fast enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still nowhere close on that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still nowhere close. It's like 10-second difference. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite 10. Let's go with 8. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Man, it's not wanting to slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just doesn't seem realistic. You know? And let's say we got something bounced back. Is there any way that we could get this ball to move in a diagonal direction? I don't think there is. But there might be a way. I mean, what would we accomplish? If we put a cube here, we haven't really accomplished anything. If we put a cube here, we haven't really accomplished anything. If we try to hit this, we can't push it in any way. If we put a cube here, we can put that there. If there was some kind of reflective property to this block, but I don't know what the reflective property would be. Let's see. Let's say we push this forward like this. That wouldn't work. Well, is there a bit of an angle here? Not really. If you're supposed to move rather fast, yeah, that doesn't seem like that would do anything. There was something I wanted to look into. Hitting two buttons at the same time. Maybe that is a gameplay mechanic that we've kind of failed to recognize. I don't think so though. Is there any strategy that makes sense? Yeah. Let's see. We could push it a little bit closer. Well, wait a minute. If I was to, instead of push a diagonal in one direction, what if I was to push a diagonal in a different direction? Meaning, let's see, hit this, push that direction, that's as far as it goes. It won't go over the spikes. And I don't think there's a way to bounce myself diagonally towards this. I don't think that's reasonable. Although that might be it, really. See, if I was here and a block hit me, it would just hit me, wouldn't it? Yeah. See what else we can do with this. If I was here, right, so that is there. That is now forever stuck there. Yeah, I don't think that helps anything. Yeah, you feel weird, definitely. You feel like you've kind of just run out of steam at a level like this where things seem to just kind of end, and you really are just forced to try by basic brute force the right solution. Alright, here's what I think you do. I think this, wait for it to shoot, push it up. Is there a way to push it up? No. But I need it to be up. So then is there any benefit of it being in the way at all? Or is this really just a matter of you do this, and then you do that? Yeah, that's too slow. There's not enough room for that. In the last puzzle that we had to do something like that, there was more of a effort. And see, if this hits a cube, it just blows it up. So the only value is in something like this. Right. If we were to do this and then this, and then guess we do this. And I guess we do this. See, I'm trying to think if there's a diagonal push that works. Although, no, it really wouldn't work, because even if this could be cut in the right direction, which I could do easily, honestly, then what? Bounce it back? It won't do anything. Unless I'm supposed to do something super fast, like go all the way around, which that seems like insanity. And really wouldn't even do anything, because I would need to be standing here. It kind of makes this an unimportant piece. Let's say, let's think for a second that the solution is this. Then I have to, at this point, hit that, and that won't work. Even if I was really fast, at that point, Hitting that wouldn't... I'd have to put one here, which that wouldn't work. And hitting both buttons doesn't work, by the way. So the only thing that even seems like it would slightly work is doing this. 1, 2, 3. And then every time you fail... Well, wait a minute. When it hits that, does it do anything? Well, it bounces back. Alright, so that's like 15 minutes down the toilet from the looks of it. These extra puzzle levels are too puzzly. Simply put, just too much of a frustration. This one does seem to be fairly obvious. But then that's in the way. So I need some kind of like eternal flame. And I don't have an eternal flame. So we're gonna have to find that and figure out I'm gonna die. It seems like it's shooting a new ball every time I take a hit. And every time I take a hit, it seems like I'm not actually taking any damage. Which, that's weird. Alright, well, how would one solve this issue? Easily. So, is there another explosion puzzle that would have been a solution to this? Okay. So I need to wait till this fires, hit this, and then put this, and then do that. I needed to have been a little bit further to the left. Fire, go, go. No. The way this whole system works is weird. The controls are not exactly what I'd prefer. Yeah, I needed to roll, and I would have been able to accomplish that. If I just keep bouncing this, it'll eventually disappear. But yeah, even when the solutions are fairly obvious, it still seems fairly easy to bone it up, and that is really just more of a matter of the development of this game and the polish on this control system. Right. Needed to roll back immediately, and I failed to, and I think I may fail to several times before we finally get this to where it needs to be, because of the controls, and you have to be in the lower half of the box, to the lower half of the tile you're standing on, to make the box the way you want it to be. And then over here you have to be in the the upper right part of it. Okay, well, that was one thing solved. If we go this way, we can't break those. Would there be a way to make an explosion on this? Not really. Because it's just not fast enough. So what else? What else are we missing? Let's take the eternal flame this direction. And that won't do anything for us. Run this way. And here we have an incredibly slow moving puzzle. That was really simple. And I guess we're saving lockpicks by using this process. You can't roll through this, oddly. Of course, I just realized that using the ice ring would be way easier than what I was doing. So we may just half accomplish this as it is. And a little bit more health would only help us so far. Rotnip kept alive by ancient magic, or maybe it's just lived in a garbage dump for too long. And we can definitely open that door. And that opens up that first area. Alright, well, we're making progress. Do have a gold key, so we might as well take it to the next area. I don't know if we are particularly up a gold key or what. This doesn't seem too hard. Giant floating ice that are underused. Okay. That opens one area. And only one. Okay. If I broke that, it won't explode. So there needs to be something that would bounce back, I think. I need an explosion, I think. I think that's what I need. So if we were to hit this and push this way and not die in the process of trying to do that. This wouldn't work though, would it? So what path does the orb actually cross? Crosses that. It crosses that. Okay, that was easier than it seemed. Now we need something that would bounce us. We don't want to die, so we'll have to be fairly careful. You know what? I think maybe I could just push something. No? I don't see how I could. We need something right about here that would bounce us in a weird way, and we need to be able to put it in that place without getting hit. Or we push something like that, and then how would we block it? This would be so much easier if we had two, but we just don't have two. And it doesn't seem like we're ever going to really get to two ice blocks at the same time. Yeah, we could push that over there. And yeah, we could push that over there. That doesn't do anything. We can push things, and we could try to time it, I suppose. Odds of hitting this in any way that would help us in any form or fashion is low. Pushing something diagonally doesn't help. Bouncing things won't help. Let's see. The game still just loves to kill you. It really does. I've never had a game that was this cruel. Is it always this? Yeah, that's it. So, 1, 2, 3, go. Roll. We're in the right place. We got it. Which one was it though? I think it was Bee Swarm. They always seem to show up when you least require their assistance. The game is getting frustrating, undoubtedly. It really shouldn't be as frustrating as it has turned into, even in these extra level sections. And it does definitely suck that to be in a game where the only real challenge you get is in the extra level sections, and when you do get real challenge, it is way too difficult of a challenge. It's just a kind of total lack of middle ground there. Right. So this first one's going to be fairly easy. The second one's going to be the hard one. Because what I have to do is something along this line. Actually, this is going to be impossible, isn't it? So I have to, if I am not wrong here, do something along the lines of that to get there, and also at some point have put in something along the lines of that. I don't think that's gonna work. Other options would be to bounce this back. Suppose that would work to get to that. Okay. That wasn't incredibly crazy. But also not incredibly great. I suppose it probably wouldn't benefit the game too much if we... Can we get Eternal Flame from 2 rooms away? Yeah, it probably wouldn't benefit the game too much if we did end up having one great section, and that was the only good section in the game. That would just overly highlight the other problems with the game. Alright, well, that activates something, I don't know what. We're in a dark level. So unless this gives us a permanent eternal flame, which it might, yeah, we're going in circles here. Let's go check out this area. Okay, another key. We have on the opposite side a pattern. Okay. So I think what we do is we have to wait till this hits, put a cube, and then hope we get bumped. This is gonna be a nightmare. So we basically want a diagonal. There. And then not fall to your death. Fairly obvious why there's a thing there. To refill your health, there's a heart regen fountain, I guess is what you'd call it. Or a fairy fountain might be a Zelda equivalent. Oh, wait a minute. If I put one here and then did this, it might save me a little bit of time. Because then I can push that and then get to that point, and then that lets me get nicely to that point. Okay. I didn't think about that. Didn't think about that at all. The idea that this would cause the block to slide. So has that helped anything? I'm gonna try and make a cube here and see if the explosion would potentially break this thing, this big metal, this big ice ball. Seems like we've lost our audio too, probably intentionally. Alright, so that doesn't break that. Good to know. And that does seem like that jumps it 2 spaces. It doesn't seem like it slides it 2 spaces. So what I think we have to do, if we're going to pull this off, which is a questionable if, is we probably have to push it further to the left first. Go. Darn it. Push that to there. Push that to there. Hit that. Push that. Run down here. Run down this way. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait for it to pass. And then we'll go this way. And then 1, 2. It can be on the fairy fountain. That's good to know. So, this is going to be a mad dash. As soon as the blue orb is past it, we have to run to the right and hope we don't fall to our death. If we do fall to our death, then we're in trouble. Can we buy ourselves any time by putting an ice thing next to it? Probably not. I don't think so. Because when we stand on this, yeah. So this is going to be a mad dash. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go, 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 go. And yeah, I don't even know what that would have done, frankly, on the second part of this, though. Because do I move 3 steps back? Yeah, so I don't know how at that second point you get to this next area. Or how you would in the air potentially put a ice block. Let's see. We can turn this into a sliding ice block. Does that help us in any way? Maybe, but probably not. Let's see. if I turn this into an ice block, it just then slides all the way to the end. If I do that, it then would just slide all the way to the end. So I don't see any reason why turning it into an ice block helps. So that's just another key. I think for sanity's sake and for time saving sake, we'll ignore. I think I probably could have done that, although I don't off the top of my head really know how I would have gotten the second switch activated. There we go. We already have a gold key. And I don't think that's because we collected an extra gold key in a previous area. Well, it is doable to get 3 out of the 4 of these in the right place, I think. So if we... But I don't have any flame to break any of these. So if I'm going to open that door, I need an eternal flame. Let's see where this takes us. This takes us back to another area, which needed the eternal flame. Wow, this dungeon is designed way different. Like, way better than any of the other dungeons we've seen. And let's then immediately fall to our death. Why not? That seems like standard operating procedure. And go. And probably need to roll. But then you can also roll to your death. Seems like the game's penchant for cruelty. And I'm not sure if at a certain point I've just gotten particularly bad at playing games. That might be the case. Like, I may have just lost a lot of skill in my old age. Well, that door opens. Interesting. So, we have a... Let's see. Room in here that might give us eternal flame. But it would have to be in this room, wouldn't it? Let's check this out. So I'm gonna come over here, get the eternal flame, and then I'm gonna just smack everything I can find. We're looking for secrets, and we'll take heart pieces, certainly. Do. No eternal flame. So not so lucky. Which then means what? This is just an incredibly complicated push puzzle, isn't it? Yeah. It's something akin to pushing this, I guess. And then, let's see. If I push this way and push down that way, it doesn't do anything. But if I push this way and pushed up here and then push that way, it wouldn't do anything. If If I push this way, doesn't do anything. But there might be a solution to this. If I was to, say, push this way and then make a diagonal cube, then push there, then push on that, then do that. Volcano has a deep and irrational fear of being picked up and placed in runaway minecarts. Alright, so what's our next area? Next area is down this way, and then get the eternal flame, and then the eternal flame needs to be used to break just this one, I'm thinking. Then we'll push that, and then we'll push that, and then we'll push that. And are we making any kind of mistake here? Because I need all three of these to work. Which I think means I need that to go here, and that's to go there, and then that to go there, and then that to go there, and that's to go there, and that, and don't fall to your death. Again, no reason for this room to have any pitfalls. Like, those could have been walls. That was intentional to make it particularly more difficult. So we're missing a card from the bottomless tower, and we're missing a boss fight, which here we have a giant ice skull that doesn't feel like it should be a side mission quest. Alright. These guys seem to only be capable of hitting each other. So we'll just let them strike each other and stick a cube in a general direction. Of course, there's going to be a problem with that idea, because once one dies, then we have to effectively have it bounce its own shots back on itself. And it's not like this is an 8-way directional character even. It seems like it goes in all kinds of different directions. Good news is they're not really doing a lot of damage to me. But it is slow, to say the least. Let's see if we can straighten this guy. Yeah, he really does not want to fire straight. That kind of feels like the game cheated. Hey, it's about time. For what? For you getting me out of here. What kind of lowlife kidnaps someone from their own dream and puts them up in a dungeon? You tell me, who did this to you? I don't know, some kind of larva-looking thing. Looked real hungry, too. Well, I guess we saved you. So get back outside and stand on one of those buttons out there while you're at it. You know, I think I just might. My thanks. I will reward you handsomely at an unspecified time later. So I have a rich turnip. Ginny Cat doesn't feel like doing a job today or ever. Tippsie has an eye for which gimmicky items a puzzle requires, no matter how convoluted. And Linny keeps the house clean and the fish buns fed. Alright, so if we toggle cleared, we can see that this area is not cleared. There's still a collectible in this map, and I guess we'll have to just decide if it's really worth our time or not, particularly now that we've teleported out. Let's get some more health, go up this way. That puts us here. So here and here. I can't turn this back into a thing. I can put a cube somewhere unexpected, but I can't particularly do anything super crazy with it. It just seems unrealistic that I would have to do something like this. But I don't understand what else I should do or could do. I can push that to there. I can push that that way. But this really wouldn't bump me anywhere. If this was some weird diagonal shot, like the other shot, might be something to that. Well, how did that happen? Alright, well, let's just stand in a kind of diagonal area. That might be it. If I stand right about on the edge, can I maybe catch the edge of it? No, so I'd have to do it here. That wouldn't really work either. So what is the point of this one? How does that change anything? If we put one here and push it that way, does it do anything? If we put one here and push it that way, does it do anything? No. I can only push these blocks one direction. So what I think we have as an issue here, if I was to guess, is we probably do need to do what I think needs to happen, which is something along the lines of this colliding with this and just timing it right. And if that's the case, what I'll do is I'll look up and see if that is the solution. And I'm probably will even do it off screen, because it's just going to be a huge hassle, and it's just going to add potentially another hour. And it's not like we have a lot to say here. There's no way to make these puzzles easier or just give up and be given the item. Let's see. Hey, you missed some cards. Want to turn this place upside down to find them? Yeah, me neither. That's the hint. That's not a helpful hint at all. There's no way I could do this and then do that. Well, maybe there's a way. But even if I could do that, there's definitely no way to solve any further. Like, I can't put... I can't have this ready to slide and then put that there ready to slide and then push this. Yeah, and see, that just crashed right into it and it didn't even work. So there would have to be something, some convoluted system to bounce the ball all the way like 4 different directions to get it to run. And even at that point, I don't know what the reason for that would be. We would need something here. Well, wait a minute. Is there something to that idea? Let's see. If I could have this have the cube end up there, like the slide one. If I could have the slide one end up there and then hit it with the ball, it would slide, sure, but then I could block it, sure, but then it would still just be one away from where it needs to be. So yeah, that doesn't really feel like that's the solution. It feels more likely that the solution would be some diagonal thing. Hit a diagonal point and then try and bounce off of that edge. And I don't think that that really would work. Yeah. The only way I can get diagonal is if I just hit the ball. Yeah, I've got to look up the answer to this. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.